Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bondan Pak Sojandu and my student's number is 0923013901. In this video, we are going to learn explanation text. In this section, we will study about explanation text. So, the definition of explanation text is a text which tells the processes relating to forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. This text explains why and how the phenomena happens. After we understand the definition of explanation text, next we will study the purpose of writing explanation text. From the meaning that we have understood, the purpose of explanation text is to explain how and why something happens. In general, texts like this can be found in books on science, geography, and history. So, what is underlined why and how is a process can occur. For example, like, why does the glass fog up when we shower? Why does the glass fog up when we shower? Or, how do landslides occur? How do landslides occur? Well, that is an example of explanation text. Next, what I explained earlier is the meaning and purpose of explanation text. Next, we will learn how to compose explanation text by paying attention to its generic structure. The number one is general statement or introduction. This section provides a brief overview or introduction to the topic being explained. Number two, explanation or description. It is like the main body of the text presents the detailed explanation. And the third is conclusion or summary. The conclusion summarizes the key points of the explanation and may reiterate the main idea or takeaway message. So, those are three parts of generic structure that must be arranged in composing explanation text. Next, we will study the language feature related to explanation text. Firstly, writing explanation text using abstract noun or intangible nouns. For example, phenomenon, process, love, etc. Secondly, in writing explanation text using the simple present tense. The simple present tense is the first form of the verb used for daily activities or general information. For example, tiger lives in the jungle. And then, the third linguistic characteristic is in action verbs. Action verbs are verbs that describes actions. For examples like do, make, create, etc. And next, the fourth linguistic characteristic is passive voice. Passive voice is a verb where the subject is subjected to verb. The pattern for making passive voice is to be plus verb string. The following is an example of passive voice sentence, like cactus is grown for protection. In order to understand explanation text well, Here are the things or question sessions that we will discuss together. But before that, let's read and listen to the story first. How do volcanoes erupt? Volcanoes are natural phenomena that occur when molten rock, ice, and gases escape from beneath the Earth's surface. The process of volcanic eruptions involves several key states. There is a magma formation. Volcanic eruptions begin deep beneath the Earth's surface, where intense heat and pressure cause rock to melt and form magma. Magma is less dense than the surrounding rock, allowing it to rise towards the surface through cracks and fractures in the Earth's crust. And then there is a magma migration. As magma rises, it accumulates in underground chambers known as magma chambers. These chambers act as reservoirs where magma collects and builds up pressures over time. The movement of magma towards the surface can be slow or rapid, depending on factors such as temperatures, composition, and gas content. There is a gas expansion. As magma ascends towards the surface, the decrease in pressure causes dissolved gases such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide to expand and form bubbles within the magma. The buildup of gas pressure within the magma chamber can trigger volcanic eruptions. And then there is eruptions. When the pressure exerted by the expanding gases exceeds the strength of the surrounding rock, the volcano erupts explosively or effusively. Explosive eruptions occur when highly viscous magma traps gases, leading to violent explosions that eject ash, rock fragments, and volcanic bomb into the air. Effusive eruptions, on the other hand, involve the relatively gentle release of lava flows from the volcano's vent. And then there is a lava flow. During effusive eruptions, molten lava flows downhill from the volcano's vent, forming new layers of solid rock as it cools and solidifies. Lava flows can vary in viscosity and composition, ranging from thick, slow-moving lava to fast-flowing, fluid lava streams. After we read and understand, let's answer the following questions. Number 1, mention the generic structure of the text, such as general statement or introduction, explanation or description, and conclusion or summary. And number 2, write down the language feature. It includes clarity and precision, logical organization, definition and explanation, and also visual aids. So the answer for number 1 is exactly for general statement or introduction is briefly introduce volcanoes and volcanic eruption. This one. For explanation or descriptions, is to break down the volcanic eruptions process into clear states, such as magma formation, magma migration, gas expansion, eruption, lava flow. And for conclusion or summary, is not explicitly stated, but the final paragraph about lava flow implicitly summarizes the final stages of eruption process. This one. So the number 2, language feature. The answer for number 2 exactly clarity and precision. It is scientific terms like magma, magma chamber, and lava are used accurately and accompanied by clear explanations to ensure understanding for general audience. For the logical organizations, the information is presented in logical order, starting with the formation of magma deep within the earth and progressing through its movement, gas expansion, eruption, and final solidification as lava. For definition and explanation, its technical terms are not simply listed, but explained in a way that is easy to understand. For example, the text defines magma and clarifies its role in the eruption process. For visual aids or implicit, while not explicitly mentioned, the text uses clear and concise language that allows the reader to visualize and the different stages of the eruption process. This one, take a look. So, the next we are going to multiple choice questions. Number 1, what is the initial stage of volcanic eruptions? The answer is D, magma formations. Why? Because the text that I give the red text is the answer, this one. The number 2, what happens when the pressure of expanding gases exceeds the strength of the surrounding rock? The answer is C, volcanic eruptions. The number 3, what are the key components of magma? The answer is B, rock and gases. Number 4, what type of eruptions involves the relatively gentle release of lava flows? The answer is A, effusive eruptions. Number 5, what forms when molten lava cools and solidifies? The answer is D, new layers of solid rock. Okay guys, I think that's all that I can say to all of you. I hope this video is useful for you, and I thank you for watching this video until the end. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oh.